What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Here's another video all about how to keep a co-living home safe. And we're sitting in a 10-bedroom co-living home that's gonna bring in over $8,000 a month when it's full. And we're here to bring you some tips on how do you keep a co-living home that's 10 people safe. You see, every co-living home needs to be clean, it needs to be quiet, but even more importantly than that, it's gotta be a safe environment for those people to live. So we're gonna talk a little bit about, Danae, how do we make a co-living home safe?
Well, some of the key features that we include are the keyless digital lock.
I love those.
So you'll notice with every single bedroom that you'll go up and you'll have your personal code that you can beep in. We also have cameras in the common areas and outside. That way, if there ever is an issue, it can get cleared up very quickly and be taken care of quickly.
Yeah, it's also just nice to be able to monitor, if you have to, who's coming into the home, who's leaving the home. And I know with these digital locks, we can actually change the locks on the front door and the digital locks like remotely. We don't even have to send a maintenance guy to go do that, right? It can be done via the internet, which is pretty cool. So what else do we do to keep a home safe? I know one of the things that I'm really passionate about is vetting the member really well. You know, a lot of people will come to us and ask us, hey, I'm having Johnny get really mad at Susie in the home and they're fighting and they don't like each other and they're causing contention. And a lot of people are like, what's the system to fix that? And of course you have to have systems for tenant disputes, but really you probably have a systems issue on the front end with how you let one of those people in. And so you got to do a really thorough vetting process. Now, our vetting process is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send you a little video. If you reach out to us and you're interested in staying in one of our homes, you're going to watch a little video that explains what co-living is so you kind of know what you are getting yourself into. I think that's really important because it sets the culture of the home right from when you first inquire about the home.
Absolutely.
Then we're going to do a phone call interview. Then after the phone call interview, we're going to meet you in person and get a vibe check and give you a vibe check score. Obviously, we don't give you the score, but we compare you against other people who are interested in that room. And then after that, of course, we're going to do a full FBI level background check, credit check, and we're going to make sure also to check their eviction history because we really don't want to have to kick anybody out of the home. So we want good people in the home.
It's also helpful to have a maintenance team that puts together all of the tech. So
yes,
door locks, cameras, but also don't forget smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, as well as a fire extinguisher. Just some main safety features we like to have in the home.
And every room has to have a form of egress too, right? In a perfect world, every room has a way to get out of that room other than the door in case of a fire. So that's one thing we look for too is the windows in every room. All right, is there anything else that we want to talk about when it comes to how do we keep a co-living home safe? You got to vet your tenants well. You got to make sure you have those cameras. They're really important. So many people have just said, oh, Sam, that seems like overkill, but then they always end up going back and adding it later because you need to be able to monitor what's going on in your home. And of course, you have the revenue to do it because you're renting this out and you're sharing it amongst multiple people.
I totally agree. Just like you mentioned earlier, I think it's best to implement those at the start. It's much easier to implement them before you have 6, 7, 8 members inside the house.
So set up your co-living house from the very beginning in a safe manner. These are our tips for how to keep a co-living house, even if it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bedrooms, safe. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.